हो सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो। ओ सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो। अम्बुजलोचन पवरिपुमोचन, चितवन जियरानी कारी गयो। अम्बुजलोचन पवरिपुमोचन, चितवन जियरानी कारी गयो, चितवन जियरानी कारी गयो, चितवन जियरानी कारी गयो। सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो। जनायके सेना में जादूड़ा डार गयो, नैन में बैन में नेह जनायके सेना में जादूड़ा डार गयो, सेना में जादूड़ा डार गयो, सेना में जादूड़ा डार गयो। सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो नैना मार गयो। बांसुरी बजाय के सुंदर गाय के, विरहा जगाए जिया जार गयो। बांसुरी बजाय के सुंदर गाय के, विरहा जगाए जिया जार गयो, विरहा जगाए जिया जार गयो, विरहा जगाए जिया जार गयो। सांवरियो नैना मार गयो, सांवरियो सावरियो नैना मार गयो, सावरियो नैना मार गयो। प्रेमानंद को नाथ ग्रही कर भवजल पार उतार गयो। प्रेमानंद को नाथ ग्रही कर भवजल पार उतार गयो। भवजल पार उतार गयो, भवजल पार उतार गयो। सावरियो नैना मार गयो, 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 सावरियो
రూపాయల్లో 4 కిలోమీటర్లు ఊబర్ ఆటో ఆలోచి
Jai Swaminarayan. Jai Swaminarayan to everyone. If I am audible, if I am visible properly, just show your thumb. Show me your thumb. Okay. Welcome to this evening satsang. All the devotees, all the transformers from different branches, and all Gurukul students, Gurukul ex-students. Am I audible properly, everyone? Okay, fine. So just a minute. Yes. So now in the beginning of evening satsang, first of all, we will perform small meditation. So I request everyone, wherever you are, just sit properly, just join your hands and close your eyes. Along with the music, we will perform small meditation. Everyone close your eyes. For a while we all will take deep breath. Along with deep breathing, we have to chant Swaminarayan Mahamantra. In short, today we will learn the brief process of meditation. First of all, we have to calm down our breath, and breath has a connection with our mind. So when breath gets regulated, your mind also gets regulated. Now, along with chanting Swaminarayan Mahamantra, we have to visualize the divine Murti of God, divine Murti of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. Let us forget everything now and completely focus on the Murti of God. Imagine there is a divine glow of light at the center of your chest, within your heart. There is a divine glow of light. At the center of that divine light, there is a Murti of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. Keep on looking at the Murti of Bhagavan Swaminarayan. See the divine face of God. Bhagavan Swaminarayan is smiling at you, showering his divine love and blessings on you. With the help of music, let all of us get lost in the devotion. This is the basic technique of meditation. Whenever you want to concentrate your mind, if you want to come out from the stress and tension, this is the simple process of meditation. Sit down properly, take long breath, chant the name of God, visualize the divine Murti of God within your heart, totally focus on the Murti of God, avoid other thoughts. This is what the real meditation, which gives you the ultimate peace and ultimate bliss in your mind. Keep on chanting Swaminarayan Mahamantra and keep on visualizing the divine Vatsala of Bhagavan Swaminarayan within your heart. Now slowly open your eyes. बोलो स्वामीनारायण भगवान की, घनश्याम महाराज की, स्वामीनारायण भगवान की. Jai Swaminarayan to all the devotees, all Gurukul family members. Jai Swaminarayan and good evening. Today, for 1 hour, we will have this evening satsang, and many of you have joined from different places. First of all, I request everyone to rename and add your branch code to your name. Many of you have already kept your branch code in your name, but those who did not keep their branch code, I request everyone, from whichever branch you are associated with, you have studied or you are working there, along with your name, there should be branch code. For example, Nagraju sir. So after the name of you, Nagraju at SYP, likewise you have to rename. So I request everyone to rename your name. Yes, Saurabh Bhalotia, Hyderabad. Very good, perfect. In the same way, Rishendra JDC, perfect. Pratham Patel, HYD, perfect. Harsh Chaurasia, HYD, right. So likewise, you can change the name so that whenever if I want to ask you, so I can easily ask you, I can understand that, okay, you are from this branch, okay. So this is how I request everyone to change your name and add your branch code. If you are from Hyderabad, then HYD, from Suryapet, then SYP. If you are from Sikandrabad, then SBD. If you are from Vijayawada, then VJW. If you are from Jadchila, then JDC. If you are from Mumbai, then MUM. Likewise, all branches you will be knowing the branch code, right? So you have to use that branch code. Okay, very good. Almost everybody has changed their name. Very good. Thank you. So now we'll start our today's satsang. So I would like to ask this to all of you. Just imagine if lion and rabbit, if lion and rabbit will fight, who will win? If you think rabbit will win, then you can post R in the chat box. You have to write R. If you say that no, lion will win, if both of them will fight, then you have to type L. R or L. R for rabbit, L for lion. If lion and rabbit will fight, who will win? Come on, everyone. Okay, maximum saying lion, 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 lion. Okay. Okay, who is rabbit? Shivaji, sir. Okay, rabbit. How do you say rabbit? Dheeraj at Hyderabad. Okay. Prashant sir, lion. Anand sir from Suryapet says rabbit will win. Depends on the game. Very good. Okay, rabbit. Rabbit. Okay, now many rabbits. Many of you are thinking that yes, rabbit only win. Okay, thank you very much. Please stop your message. Of course, if we see technically, then definitely rabbit cannot defeat lion because lion is always powerful, right? It is about fighting. It's not about running race. In running race, maybe rabbit can win, but this is not running race. This is fighting. In fighting, if you think that who will win, then lion will win definitely. Yes or no? But today, in today's satsang, we are going to learn a different thing that sometimes happens in our life, that lion-like people will fall down, will get defeated, and rabbit-like people will win. We see in this life. So what is this? So let's understand with examples and charitras. Dear devotees, at the time of Bhagavan Swaminarayan, there was one cruel dacoit. His name was Jobanpagi. I will not narrate the full story of Jobanpagi, but all of you might have heard about him, right? Chobanpagi was such a cruel robber that he killed number of people, he robbed number of people, even though he robbed kings, uh, king's treasures. Such was very cruel and very clever and very smart robber, smart dacoit, Chobanpagi. But the day when he comes to rob the horse of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, at that time miracles happens. You can see in this picture that backside there are so many horse, and upside of the horse there is Bhagwan Swaminarayan. So when Chobanpagi goes to steal these horses, horse of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, so every horse Chobanpagi sees number of forms of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, not a single form of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, but number of forms of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. By seeing this, Chobanpagi thought that he is none other than God. It is impossible without God. So afterwards, Chobanpagi surrenders to Bhagwan Swaminarayan and he becomes a great devotee of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. But Chobanpagi was master of archery. He was the master of archery. He was the master of sword fight. Because in his robbery, he used to kill people from far itself by his bow and arrow. So such was very powerful and clever archer, Chobanpagi. One day what happened, Bhagwan Swaminarayan was seated under one mango tree in Vadtal. You might have heard this name, Vadtal. In Vadtal, Bhagwan Swaminarayan has established his own murti, Hari Krishna Maharaj. In future, by God's grace, if we go to Gujarat tour, we will have darshan in Vadtal, the real form of Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. So in Vadtal, today also this place is there on the bank of Gomti Lake, where this incident has happened. Today also that place is present. So there Bhagwan Swaminarayan was seated under the mango tree, and many saints, many devotees were seated in front of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Even Chobanpagi also was there. Chobanpagi's native place was Vadtal. So Chobanpagi also was there. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan thought to play, to have fun. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan just stopped everyone and said that, listen to me. Today we will play a game. So all the devotees and all the Kathi devotees who were the Kshatriya devotees, who were a master of archery and sword fight and all, they all become so excited and they said that, Maharaj, please let us know what kind of game we want to play. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan said that, yes, today we are going to play a game of archery. See, here is your aim. Your aim is these 4 mangoes. Now from far, you have to pierce and you have to get down these 4 mangoes. Who will do that? So Chobanpagi, by, with attitude, those people, Kshatriya will be there, so they will be having this kind of attitude. And he was so much confident also. So Chobanpagi said that, Maharaj, this is just a matter of my left hand. This is nothing for me. Till now, number of people I just from so far I have killed them with my bow and arrows. What is this for mango for me? It's nothing. Maharaj said, isn't it? Okay, then go ahead. But Chobanpagi said, Maharaj, first of all, I would like to give chance to other people. If I only will take first chance and I will pierce the mango, then there is no maja in the game, right? So Maharaj said, okay, fine. So few other devotees also, they tried, they took the bow and arrow and from far, they just aimed at mango and they released the arrow. But actually, that those 4 mangoes were where on the top of the mango tree. And you just imagine when the fruit is on the top of the tree, so with the wind, it will be moving here and there. It will be moving, right? So here they will release the arrow, but it doesn't mean that arrow will pierce the mango. Why? Because mango will be moving and shaking. It was very difficult. But even the Chobanpagi was confident, but other devotees who were trying, many devotees have tried, but they couldn't succeed in it. Anyhow, they were not having that kind of confidence, overconfidence and ego that we can do that. But now Chobanpagi, with this attitude, he stood up and he thought that, Maharaj, see, in no time I will just, shatter this 4 mango. What is this mango for me? And Chobanpagi just stood up. He took the bow and arrow. all the villagers, saints and devotees, they were just looking at Jobanpagi that what will happen. Would Jobanpagi be able to shatter this for mango? And Jobanpagi just took bow and arrow. He aimed, and with lot of confidence, he shot the arrow and whizzed past, but that arrow couldn't even touch the mango. Arrow was passed away. And everybody expressed like that, oh, missed. Now it was the biggest insult for Jobanpagi. Jobanpagi was showing this much attitude and confidence. Now, what is this? Everybody said that Jobanpagi, second try you can. Second try. It was an insult for Jobanpagi. Now Jobanpagi became so angry and he thought that, how it can happen? What happened to my hands? Again, now he became little ferocious. He took the bow and arrow and he aimed towards the mango and he again shot the arrow. But this time also his arrows failed. Couldn't even go near to those mango. And everybody now little started to smile and laugh on Jobanpagi that, see, you were saying that this is nothing for me. What is this? Do second try, third try. And Jobanpagi 3 try, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. He tried, but he couldn't do that. Bhagavan Swaminarayan smiled and said, Joban, I think now your skills have become, outdated, that you are unable to just aim and pierce these 4 mangoes. You were telling that you can do this. What happened to you? It was the biggest insult for Jobanpagi. But anyhow, Jobanpagi was helpless now. Jobanpagi said, Maharaj, give me last chance. I will do or die. Bhagavan Swaminarayan said, leave Joban. Since 6 times you are trying, but you couldn't do that, what will happen in 7 times? Same thing will happen. But Maharaj, just last chance. Maharaj said, no. You take place, give chance to other devotees. Now, no devotees was daring to take chance. Because everybody was knowing that Jobanpagi couldn't do this, then who we are to do that? So nobody took the chance. Meanwhile, one devotee came from the nearby village. His name was Ambashet. What was his name? Ambashet. He was, by profession, he was a banya. Banya means a businessman. So he never touched bow and arrow. So Bhagavan Swaminarayan said to that Ambashet that, Amba Bhagat, will you take chance to pierce this for mango? Ambashet said, Maharaj, till now I never touched bow and arrow. How can I pierce such a challenging aim? It's impossible for me, Maharaj. So please, if Jobanpagi can't do that, then how can I do this? Then Bhagavan Swaminarayan told to that Ambashet, do you believe me as God? Ambashet said, yes, Maharaj, absolutely, you are God himself. Then do you believe my words? Yes, Maharaj, I believe your words. Then I say, you take bow and arrow and aim this for mango. Isn't it, Maharaj? Yes. So now Ambashet stood up and he took bow and arrow. Everybody were laughing on him that, Arey Maharaj, what this person will do? He never even took bow and arrow in his hand. First time he's taking in his hand. What he can do? Can't do anything. He can't aim this mango. Ambashet, just out of faith in Bhagavan Swaminarayan, he took bow and arrow and he aimed towards those 4 mango. Everybody were now so much curious that what will happen, what will happen, what will happen. And Jobanpagi was more curious than everybody, because Jobanpagi was thinking that whether I could pierce the mango or not, but he should not pierce mango. Otherwise, everybody will laugh on me. So Jobanpagi was saying that Ambashet, he was demotivating Ambashet, and Bhagavan Swaminarayan was motivating Ambashet. But finally, Ambashet, on the name of Bhagavan Swaminarayan, he aimed those 4 mango, and just remembering Bhagavan Swaminarayan, he shot the arrow, and With everyone's surprise, those 4 mangoes just got down from the tree, and everybody is surprised at what happened. In no time, these 4 mangoes got down from the tree, and everybody started to applaud this Amba Shet, and Bhagwan Swaminarayan also stood up and praised that Amba Shet. See, you were telling that you can't do that, but see, you could do that. But with this incident, Jobanpagi realized that what was the matter. Jobanpagi realized that why I was unable to pierce mango. Anybody can guess what Jobanpagi realized? Anybody? Till now, impossible things become possible with faith in God, and possible and easy things become difficult. Balaji sir, wow. Before I ask you, you have prepared the conclusion. Okay, congratulations. Still anybody wants to say or want to type? So I request all of you, you can just put one sentence in the chat box that what Jobanpagi realized after this incident, and what Bhagwan Swaminarayan wanted to convey the message to Jobanpagi and all the saints and devotees with this faith in God, lack of trust and faith in God. We have faith in God and world. Okay. Faith and trust. Don't underestimate others. Very good. Jobanpagi was overconfident. Okay. Overconfidence to himself, faith in God. What was missing was faith in God. Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you very much for posting your answer here. Belief and faith in God. Leave ego and have faith in God. Faith in God, not trust. To trust and believe. Strong confidence. Okay, fine, fine. Believe in God and ourselves. Okay, fine. Leave it. Yes. Dear devotees, what Bhagwan Swaminarayan wanted to say is this. Whatever we are able to do is not just because of our effort or our will. No. There is a major role of God in our success, especially. In this Charitra, we saw that Jobanpagi was so much confident, and of course, he was having that mastery even though he couldn't do that. Why? Because he got ego. Because he got ego. And ego is the cause of fall. We might have heard, right, that pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall. When we are about to fall from the success, from the top, or from our good life, what will come first? Ego. Likewise, Bhagwan Swaminarayan said in our Vachanamritam also, that before anybody is going to fall from his spiritual life, his ego will get more. He will become more egoistic. So here Bhagwan Swaminarayan wanted to share a message that we are nothing, we can't do anything in this life without God. So of course we have to put our effort, but we should have faith in God that along with my effort, if there is no God's support, I can't do that. So that is why today's our satsang's topic was say go to ego. Today's our satsang topic is say go to ego. So here in this case, rabbit won against the lion. In this case, rabbit won against the lion. Lion was Jobanpagi. Rabbit was Amba Shet. Amba Shet did not even touch bow and arrow, even though just by the God's wish, by the God's grace, he could do that. So sometimes, we people are underestimating other people, that only I can do this, nobody else can do that. That's our ego. Let's take another few examples. Very interesting. This is also one of the most tragic and untold example. Can anybody guess who is this person? Fell on the ground. Who is this person? Anybody can guess? I think yes, our youth satsang, youth seminar participants will come to know that who is this person, but I want to know from our Gurukul family members, Gurukul transformers. Who is this person? Yes, absolutely. He is Arjun. You know, Arjun was invincible. Invincible means Ajay. Invincible means Ajay. Nobody can defeat him. And he was. He never got defeat in any battle he fought. He is Arjun. But he got defeated in the last battle. I think Saurabh knows this. In last battle, he got defeated. Let me first of all tell the story. It was the time that Mahabharat war got over. Now Yudhishthir became the king. Everything was well settled. Now Lord Krishna went back to Dwarika along with Arjun. And now Lord Krishna thought that now my incarnation mission is accomplished. Now it's time to return to my divine abode. So Lord Krishna, he thought that now let me call Arjun and say for the last time. So Lord Krishna called Arjun and said that Arjun, now it's time to leave this world. So now I'm going back to my divine abode Golok. But after me, my 16,000 wives, Lord Krishna was having, biggest family, 16,000 wives. So Lord Krishna said that after me, who will protect these 16,000 wives? So you do one thing, take all these 16,000 wives with you to Hastinapur, and there they all can stay safely. So Arjun said, okay, fine, I will do that. Then Lord Krishna, we know that, went to the divine abode Golok, and here Arjun, he took all these 16,000 wives of Lord Krishna along with him under the protection of Arjun, and Arjun was going to Hastinapur from Dwarika. So between the way, what happened? That same Arjun, he was having his Gandiv bow, the most powerful bow, Dhanush, Gandiv Dhanush, and in the front, Arjun was going in the chariot, and backside in other chariots, all these women, wives of Lord Krishna, they were coming, they were following. So in the jungle, what happened that some tribal people, tribal robbers will be there in the jungle. So these people came and they threatened to Arjun that Arjun, leave these all wives here and get lost. Get lost from here, otherwise none of you will be alive. Now just imagine, rabbit is challenging lion. Who can challenge Arjun? Along Arjun has defeated such kind of great warriors in Mahabharat war. Alone Arjun has defeated entire Hastinapur army at the time of Virat Yuddha. Who can challenge Arjun? Who can defeat Arjun? Who can think to defeat Arjun? But these people, they were unaware about Arjun. They were not knowing who is Arjun and who is this person. They just simply said that whatever you have, you give us and surrender these all women to us and get lost from here. Arjun said, do you know who am I? You are talking like this because you don't know who am I. Mind your language, first of all. And you people get lost from here. Otherwise, none of you will be alive. And these, tribal people, they were crazy. They said that what you are speaking. And what happened that in no time, these tribal people attacked on Arjun at a time. And they all took away the Gandiv bow of Arjun and threw somewhere this Gandiv bow. And they all just caught both the hands of Arjun and bound the legs of Arjun and kicked Arjun from the chariot. Arjun fell down on the ground helplessly. Same Arjun who has fought in the Mahabharat war, same Arjun, same Gandhi, he got defeated and he fell on the ground in the helpless situation. Unbelievable defeat from the tribal robbers. Why this happened? Anybody? You just raise your hand. I want to listen. This time no chat, just I want to listen. Why this happened? Yes, Anand sir is there. I'm unmuting you. Yes, Anand sir from Suryapet.
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Yes, Swaminarayan.
Because of ego was developed in the body of Arjuna, brain of Arjuna, like that, in the soul. Because of that, before that, in the war, he learned he is not having ego. Now slowly ego developed in him, and then slowly he defeated.
Right, correct. Yes, Venugopal sir from Hyderabad.
Jai Swaminarayan Swamiji.
Jai Swaminarayan sir.
And the thing is, Lord Krishna is with Arjun. That
Right.
means Krishna is in shelter of Arjun. Sorry,
Arjun
is in
was
shelter
in the shelter of Lord Krishna.
Yeah, that's why. Whatever is not his power. And at the time of after completing the war also, the chariot also totally destroyed whenever it comes out.
Correct.
That is the thing.
Yes, absolutely right. This is the point to be understood here. That when Lord Krishna went to his divine abode Golok, afterwards Arjun was alone. Of course, Arjun was not having that ego that I'm something and I'm this, that. But somewhere there was a slight ego feeling in his mind that no, I'm something, I'm more powerful, that in Mahabharat war, because of me, we could win Mahabharat war. Likewise, there was a slight ego in his mind. To make Arjun realize that what is the reality of Arjun, Lord Krishna has done this incident. To make Arjun realize that. Otherwise, Arjun was same. There was nothing change in the Arjun. Same Arjun, same means Gandivo, but nothing worked at that time. So what these incidents convey the message to us is that we should not think that we are doing anything good. See, what happens that when we get success, we take the complete credit of success, that yes, I became successful because of my hard work, and you know how much I have prepared, how much I have done, how much this, that I have done, that's why I become successful. When we fail, we give total credit to God and other things, to luck, to God, to other people. We start blame when we fail. But dear devotees, today onwards, we have to shuffle that loop. Now onwards, when we get success, when we achieve our goal, we have to give complete credit, not 90%, not 99% also, 100% credit to God and blessings of saints. And whenever we fail, we have to take complete responsibility of ourselves. When we fail, none of us, and nothing, nobody else than us is responsible for that. For our failure, we should take the responsibility. Only then we can correct and we can become successful. So that's why in the life we all think that yes, I'm doing, but actually we are not doing. God is doing. We are just an instrument. Suppose if somebody is playing the flute, so who is great, flute or flute player? Who is great, flute or flute player? Balaji sir is typing now. What do you say? Who is player? Of course. If player will be there, then player will find the flute, he will make the flute, he can create the flute also. But flute alone cannot even play itself. In the same way, we are the instrument of God. In Gurukul, we all are working. So we are the instrument of God. We are not working ourselves. There is someone who is inspiring us from within to work like this. We all are instrument. Player is God. And we should be always thankful to player, because if player will not choose us to play, then there is no value of us. If player doesn't choose flute to play, then there is no value of flute. So this is how we have to develop the humble attitude towards our success and towards failure. Whenever we fail, we have to take complete responsibility. Whenever we succeed, we have to give complete credit to God, right? Now, one more stunning example, Jai Vijay's ego. You might be knowing this story, that in Vaikunt Dham, once upon a time, Sankadikas, there are 4 young Swamijis, right? Sankadik, we call them as. So Sankadik came to have darshan of Bhagavan Lakshmi Narayan in Vaikunt Dham. So at the gate of that Vaikunt Dham, Jai and Vijay were standing as a security guard. So these Sankadiks, they were Digambar. They were not having any cloth on their body. So they were complete with bare body. So these Jai and Vijay, they behaved in such a way, they made fun of Sankadikas. And Sankadik requested that, please, we want to go inside to have darshan of Lakshmi Narayan Dev. So please allow us to enter inside the gate. Likewise, these 4 Sankadikas, they requested to Jai and Vijay. But Jai and Vijay, they did not open the door. Instead, they are continuously making fun of them, that you are bare body, you are like this, like that. They are making, teasing, doing this. In this story, here is the wonderful message. Jai and Vijay. If you connect it with our real life, Jai means what? Victory. Vijay means extraordinary victory. Jai and Vijay. Do you know when people insult others? Do you know when people get ego more? When we become victorious, when we become successful. When you are continuously failing, your ego will not get developed. Other people will say that you are nothing, what is this, you are not even succeeding. So you will not develop ego. But when we become successful, we start to develop ego. Yes or no? Right? So Jai and Vijay represents success and victory in our life. When we get successful, when we become victorious, so we become egoistic, we start to insult others, we start to underestimate others, we start to make fun of others. So this is the indication that whenever we become successful, we should be more alert. Otherwise, ego will come, and ego is the biggest enemy of enhancement. So after ego, our enhancement, our improvement will stop. Well, so likewise they insulted. So Sankadik got anger. Why? Because this Jai and Vijay, they were becoming obstacle in the darshan of Lakshmi Narayan Bhagavan. So Jai and Vijay Sankadikas cursed Jai and Vijay and said that you two are so egoistic. You just fall down on the earth and suffer the trouble on the earth. The way Sankadikas just cursed to this Jai and Vijay, meanwhile, Narayan Bhagavan, Vishnu Bhagavan just came from inside and opened the door, and Narayan Bhagavan asked for the pardon to these 4 Sankadikas and said that I'm extremely sorry for this because my guards, Jai and Vijay, have insulted you. Please pardon me. But anyhow, you have done well. Whatever curse you have given to Jai and Vijay, that's absolutely fair, because I am devoted and committed to my beloved devotees like you. If anybody will trouble my devotees, he must suffer the trouble in his life. And afterwards, we know that those same Jai and Vijay came in the form of Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, Ravan and Kumbhkarna, Kans and Shishupal. Likewise, this Jai and Vijay came on this earth as a demon, and to kill them, God has taken the incarnation, and this was the story. So what is the learning and what is the moral of this story is that Jai and Vijay maximum insult the people. And they feel that we are everything, we know everything, we are better than all. This is ego. So when we become egoistic, automatically our behavior will become such rude our behavior itself will insult others. Our style of speaking, our style of walking, our style of interacting with people will be so rude, so egoistic, that other will get insulted. And when other people get trouble by us, our fall is sure. We are sure to fall from our path, from our good life, right? Then comes very interesting and untold story. Are you enjoying, everyone? So we will go with this story, otherwise I think time is getting up. So let me conclude this story in short. This is the story of, can anybody guess? This is untold story. I don't think anybody have heard this story, in which Lord Krishna is sitting like that, and in front of Lord Krishna, two women, Naradji is standing. Let me tell. Yes. Actually, this is the story of love and ego. Story of Rukminiji and Satyabhama. So, Lord Krishna was having 8 patranis, like 8 most closed wives. So, Satyabhama also was there, Rukminiji also was there, but Rukminiji was so much devotional towards Lord Krishna, so much loyal and so much loving to Lord Krishna. Whereas Satyabhama was loving Lord Krishna, but she was having little ego, that Krishna should be always be with me, not with other wives. Of course, when 16,000 wives will be there, so all will be thinking same, that Krishna should be mine, not of anyone else. So Satyabhama also was thinking like that. Yes, possessive. So Satyabhama thought that I want to prove in front of everyone that I love Krishna than all wives. So what she did is she started Tula. You know, Tula, I don't know what we call it in English, but she thought that I want to weight Lord Krishna with all my golds, all my ornaments. So on one side, he he told Lord Krishna to sit, and on another side, Satyabhama started to keep all his ornaments, gold, silver, all his jewelry, pearls, gold, everything, whatever she was having, and she started to keep on that. But Lord Krishna's side is not getting up, you know, balance. It was not even balance, also Lord Krishna is down only. And that ornaments, all the gold and silver, everything, it was unable to uplift Lord Krishna. Now what to do? And you know, number of all the wives were there, all other people were there. They were looking towards Lord Krishna and Satyabhama, and even Rukminiji also was standing away. So Lord Krishna was smiling. Anyway, Lord Krishna is such a, you know, nutcut. So Lord Krishna was smiling that, you keep, I'm not going to come up. So Satyabhama took all the ornaments, but Lord Krishna did not come up. Now what to do? Now Satyabhama got little disappointed, and she was thinking that what should I do? What should I do? Meanwhile, Rukminiji was such a great devotee. Now she came to Satyabhama and said that, dear sister, don't worry. May I help you? So Satyabhama said, okay, you can help. Actually, Satyabhama and Rukminiji both were having jealousy. Not only Satyabhama was having jealousies, Rukminiji was not having any jealousy. So Satyabhama said, okay, fine. So help then. Now there is no any other option. So Rukminiji was such a great devotee. She did not do anything. She took out, you know, here, I don't know what woman ladies wear, nathani. We call as a nathani. In English, I don't know. I did not find the word. But here, whatever the ornament she wears, she took that ornament, and out of great devotion and love, nose pin. Okay. So nose pin she took and just kept in that uh, box. So immediately, only with that nose pin, Lord Krishna was uplifted. Lord Krishna was uplifted. Just with that single nose pin. So nose ring. So this was the devotion of Rukmini ji. Then Satyabhama realized that yes, this was the problem with me. I was loving Lord Krishna, but what was the problem? I was loving along with ego. Whereas Rukmini ji was loving Lord Krishna without ego. That's why Lord Krishna, and do you know what does God, what does God like more? Which quality does God like most? That is humbleness. And what does God hate more? That is ego. God hates a lot ego, and God loves a lot humbleness, humility, egolessness. So these all examples proves that until and unless we have ego, God will be always away from us. God will be always away from us. And when our ego will melt, then God is right in front of us. So this was the untold story. In lack of few words, I couldn't convey more, but fine. I hope you got this, right? So now my question is, what are the symptoms of ego? Now we will conclude our today's satsang. What are the symptoms of ego? How can we come to know that I have ego or I don't have ego? How can we come to know? You can just type here, I will see. What are the symptoms of bad language? Yes, jealous. How to end ego? Yes, we will see that also. Bad language, pride. Yes. What are the symptoms of ego? How do we know that? Yes, angry, correct? Anger is the product of ego, correct? I, behavior, overconfidence, yes, correct. When we think that only I am the best, correct? Jealousy also is the product of ego. Showing others down from him, yes, correct. Rude behavior, jealousy, use of I in each sentence, correct? Unsatisfaction, proud, show off, correct, correct. With me only everything, taking whole credit, correct? Wow, really all good points. Symptoms are coming. I can only do angry and behavior in success. We okay, attitude, I'm only great doing bad things, not able to recognize other people, hurting others, overconfidence, attitude, pride, attitude, taking credit. Yes, attitude itself, treating people poorly, correct? So thank you very much. Please stop it. Yes. Now here we will see the symptoms. Yes, there are so many symptoms of ego, but here are few basic symptoms we can see, and they are this. Not accepting mistake. This is the first symptom of ego. Those people who are egoistic, no, they will never accept their mistake. Everybody will understand that this is the mistake of this person. He will never say that I'm sorry, my mistake. This is the first symptom of ego, not accepting mistakes. Second one is not respecting superiors. See, egoist person will not be able to respect people who are better than him. Egoistic people will not be able to respect people who are better than him. And then third one is becomes blind. He will lose what is right and what is wrong. Whoever will praise him, those people are right for him. Whoever will criticize him or whoever will tell him something for his improvement, show him, other people will show his mistake to him, they are his enemy. This is the third symptom. Fourth one is not respecting others' work. He don't care for others' good work. He don't care. He only cares for his good work. He doesn't care for others. And last one is not working in team. Egoistic people can never work in team. They can't unite with others. So these are the basic symptoms. And there are other many symptoms like comparing with others. Egoistic people will be always comparing himself. That I'm better than him. I'm getting better than him. Likewise, continuously comparison will be, comparison is the indicator of ego. This kind of comparison. So these are the symptoms of ego. Now the last question is, what is the solution of ego? There are many techniques to smash our ego, but mostly two things we have to remember. Number one is this: understand God as all doer and undoer. We all must realize that God is the cause of all the causes in this world. Entire universe and infinite universes are executed by whom? By God himself. In this world, everything happens by the wish of God, ultimately. Now, this is a different topic. Sometimes we'll discuss this. But when we understand that whatever good happens in my life, it happens only because of God, only then we can be free from ego. So we have to keep this thought in our mind. We are like instrument. We are like instrument. And God is real player. When we think like this, definitely we can become ego free. Second technique and second solution to come out from the ego is this: remember your previous situation. See, just imagine when we were a baby child, right? When we were very small, just a born baby, were we knowing anything? Were we having any skill? Were we having any success? We were having nothing, right? But now we learn so many things. We are able to do so many things. So when we get success, when we achieve something, we get ego. So when we get ego, that time we have to remember our previous situation, that previously I was having nothing. And today, just by the grace of God and saints, I'm getting these many things. I'm getting such kind of things. So when we remember our previous situation, automatically we can be free from the ego. Now, here just there is one pic. There is a story of Baula, power of blessing, who becomes prime minister. It's a long story. In short, there was one Baula, he helped and he served saints. And by the grace of saints, by the grace of Gunatitanand Swami, this a woodcutter, small boy, Baula, he became Bahauddin in Junagadh. In Gujarat, in Junagadh, there is our Gurukul, and beside Gurukul, just 2-3 kilometers away, there is a college, Bahauddin College. So who was this Bahauddin? He was the prime minister of Junagadh, means the prime minister of the Junagadh city. So by the grace of Gunatitanand Swami, he became prime minister. So in his office, every day, he used to see that X. Why? Because every day he used to remember that my fate, my luck, my life was this, to cut woods entire life. But by the grace and blessings of Gunatitanand Swami, I became prime minister. So I should not forget that. So whenever we become successful, we have to remember our previous situation, our previous failures. So we can understand that, see, previously I wasn't like this. By the blessing and grace of God and saints, today I am able to do this. I could achieve this success. So I must be grateful and thankful to God and saints. So with these two solutions, we can be free from the ego and we can please God. So here are the two solutions. Number one is this: understand God as all doer and undoer. God only does everything, especially good. Now you don't ask that many bad things are happening in this world, so God only is doing. No, bad things we are doing, good things God is doing. We have to think like that. Only then we can correct our mistakes and we can improve ourselves. And if we think that God is responsible for our success, only then we can be free from the ego. Otherwise, if we think that, yes, because of me, my hard work, I become successful, so ego will come. And as ego will come, we will go down, we will fall down. So first solution to come out from the ego is this: to have faith in God. Whatever good happening in our life. God is the doer. Second one is remember our previous situation, our previous failures, so we can remain humble. So, dear devotees, today let's say go to ego. Let's be ego free, and please, Bhagwan Sri Swaminarayan. Already time is up, so we don't have enough time for question and answer. So we will just skip it. So at last, let all of us pray to Supreme Godhead Bhagavan Swaminarayan that we all become free from ego, and we all, whenever we get success, we give complete credit to God and saints, and we become a true devotee of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan. So, with this prayer to pious feet of Bhagavan Sri Swaminarayan, we conclude our today's evening satsang. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan. Now I will unmute. Sorry. Yes.
Jai Swaminarayan Swamiji.
Jai Swaminarayan.
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Jai Swaminarayan.
Swami, Jai
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Jai Swaminarayan. Alok
Jai
sir.
Swaminarayan.
Sir, Dheeraj.
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Prasad Babu sir, Venkatram sir, Jai Swaminarayan. Pratham,
Jai
Rangareddy sir,
Swaminarayan. Jai Swaminarayan.
and Saurabh bhai, Jai Swaminarayan.
Jai
Balaji sir,
Swaminarayan.
Gurukul sir, and yes, Harsh.
Jai
Hitesh.
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Hi, Jai Swaminarayan. Yes.
Jai Swaminarayan Swami.
Jai
Swaminarayan
Jai
Swami.
Swaminarayan.
Swamiji.
Jai
Hello.